So, hey, this is Terry Spencer, or Teresa Driggers. Driggers is my maiden name. Teresa is my given name. Terry was a nickname. Spencer is my married name. So, this is the first video. Yeah, my light in my kitchen's bad. It's right behind me, so it's going to be crazy. And I always have meditation music playing. I live in Westminster, Maryland. It is September 22nd, 2022. I'm 54 years old. My birthday is in a month. I'm a Libra. October. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. So, anyway, enough. I need to stop. So, since I moved into this apartment, it's a basement apartment in Westminster. Very tiny. Me and my 2 children. I have been doing energy readings on TikTok live, and I connect with dead people or your loved ones that have transitioned. So, and this is I'm going to do videos after my readings. I don't know if I can record a reading because right now I do them on my TikTok live. So I don't know, but I'm making this channel for readings, for my readings. Like, I'm going to talk about my readings and stuff. So I was walking in to this. It's terrible. Yeah, the landlord has horrible. It's a dump. I live in a dump. Me and my 2 children live in a dump. So I was one night walking into the bathroom, and out of the corner of my eye, out of the corner of my eye, I saw people. And I was like, what the hell is that? And it didn't scare me because I don't operate in fear. I don't feed fear in my life. I'm a very spiritual person. Again, the light's going to go crazy behind me. And I said, hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Why am I seeing people? Is that real? What's going on? And they told me right away, because I have energy communicates to me. It always has, as long as I allow it or believe, Anyway, they said, oh, we're here for our loved ones. And it had to do with law of attraction, and it had to do with healing. And so I said, okay, whatever. I didn't really pay much attention. Okay, you're here for your loved ones. Okay. Well, then my TikTok live opened up. I need scissors. I like to cut. I'm making Caesar salad out of the bag, and I like to cut. That's too big. It hurts my mouth. And so I started. My TikTok live opened up, and I went on there and I started giving free readings. It just sort of happened. And now my readings are $30 on live or $50 for a private session. My readings are about facilitating healing, inner child healing. I'm a twin flame. I have another YouTube channel that is for a vlog for me about my life, and the other one is for my twin flame journey. So this one is about, look at that. What the hell are you supposed to do? You're supposed to eat this? Like, that's too much. So I cut them down. So I just did a reading. So I've done probably a couple hundred readings on my live. I don't know. I haven't even counted at all. I have no idea. But I go on live on TikTok just about every night since I started. And I just did a reading a couple hours ago, and it was for a girl, and it was her boyfriend had OD'd and died. He was an addict, and she wanted me to connect with him. His name was Peter. So, I did. It takes me a little while. I have to talk about things. Because I completely immerse in that energy. I don't know how I do that. I believe it's a gift. So I just focus. I just focus on the person that I want to connect with in their energy. So it's not an intuitive thing. I don't follow, it's not my intuition. It's not at all. So him being an addict, Peter, he took me deep into, like, I've been seeing, since I've been doing energy readings, I see that our heart is like a deep canyon. It's a deep cavern. And so Peter took me really deep. My oven just hit the desired temperature. I just started eating plant-based Marie Collander's plant-based chicken pot pies. They're delish. So, okay. And I started doing my vlogs because I kind of devote my life to spirit. I love spirit, but it's lonely. I am a human. So videoing myself takes me out of loneliness. And I do believe that I have strong purpose, and I want people to see my life and what I'm doing. I want to record it. I thought I was going to write books, but I'm not a book writer. So I just go with spirit. So Peter took me deep into my heart. Down, down, deep. And I also have been married to a crack addict for, I don't know, 15 years. I don't know. The number is not exactly right. I don't know the exact years. Somewhere around 12 to 15 years. I have to look at the calendar and all that stuff. Look at my marriage certificate. So he took me down deep. Peter did. Than the reading I just did a few hours ago. And what was really significant, and he warned me, because the dead people that I connect with, they're transitioned energy, and they're so loving and honorable. They have shown me how to value myself. They are the most honorable energy. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's such an amazing healing to be around them for me. So that's why they told me that they're here to help their loved ones to heal, to ascend. So what I've been learning is this veil that Jesus tore. It's separation. It's the darkness that says we're separate from our loved ones. It's rejection. It's separation. It's abandonment. That's a dark energy. It's a lie. It's not the truth. Just like fear, it's a dark energy. It's not the truth. Fear is, shame is a dark energy. It's heavy. Guilt. So God, the energy of God, it's called God. It's a vibration. It's the highest vibration on the vibrational chart. So Google vibrational chart and look at what's low vibe, what's dark and heavy, and what's high vibe, what would be light and weightless, you know. And shame and guilt, very heavy. So if you have shame and guilt in your energy that you have not released, that you have not set yourself free from, it's going to keep you low vibe. So you're going to need to do things like drink, smoke, do drugs, have lots of casual sex. You're going to do things that make you feel better, because having shame and guilt is a heaviness on your energy and on your soul. We weren't created for that. We were created for love, for value, for honor, for dignity, for freedom. Jesus said he died for freedom's sake. I used to be in church. I was called a prophetess in church. I grew up Catholic. I knew that there was a presence in that Catholic church that I sought for years to find that again. It wasn't in my home. In my home, I was sexually abused by my grandfather, and my mom was sexually abused by him, and I didn't find that out until I was 30 and talked to my mom and asked her what happened in my childhood. And she said, oh, no, that couldn't have happened, because when it happens to you, you're extra careful with your daughters. Well, she may have been extra careful with my sister, but me, I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house, spending the night a lot at my grandparents'. My grandparents had separate bedrooms, and my grandmother was like the light of my life. She was such a nurturing mom to me. And I blocked most of the stuff out. My grandfather had like really scary books in his bedroom that were like cult. They were like dark magic stuff. He was the patriarch of our family. So I learned, so when I was 16, he died. And that changed my life. I really went into a dark place and spiral and in chaos, because he was the secret keeper. He's what made the secret that nobody knew, at least that I knew that they knew, that I knew of. So when he died, then I had to carry the secret by myself. And that was very hard, and my life went crazy after that. But anyway, so I learned about denial. I was in counseling since I was 10. I learned, how to have multiple personalities, and my mom was my safe place. She was the only one that could reach me in my dark depression or in the nightmares. I had nightmares my whole life. Like horrible nightmares. And sleep paralysis. And anxiety and horrible depression and sadness. So I went to counseling since I was 10. Anyways, back to the reading. So the addict Peter took me deep into my energy, to my heart. And he said, because they're really loving and wonderful to me, because people say, you're a good person. I'm just me. I've learned a lot from Spirit. I've been following and seeking Spirit since I was a little girl, because of the darkness that came and the shame that came with abuse. And the type of abuse being my grandfather. So, and I went to a Catholic school in Baltimore called Our Lady of Victory, and in elementary school, in my first grade or whatever. I don't remember exactly what year, but that changed my life, because there was an energy in that church, in that school. So it caused me to seek that energy. So I've been to a lot of churches. I've been to a lot of counseling. All right, I'm making this Caesar salad. Oh, I got to do my eggs too. I like putting hard-boiled eggs in mine. And so I buy the hard-boiled eggs already made. So I'll have to tell more later. I think I get really fatigued. I have an autoimmune disease in my thyroid called Hashimoto. I don't know what it is. It comes over me. It might be spiritual. I don't know, but I get really fatigued all of a sudden. That doesn't mean that I'm not valuable. That doesn't mean that I'm not healthy. That doesn't mean that I can't follow Spirit or do energy readings. So it's just about my comfort level that I've learned to go with the energy. Like, don't fight it. I learned that from my drug addict husband. Every Friday he would go and take the paycheck and do drugs. He couldn't help it. There's no judgment against addiction, against addicts. They're self-medicating because of they feel so horrible because of all the shame and guilt on their energy. And that's, you can't live like that as a human being. That's too hard to live with that. So I used to try to stop him. I used to chase him down. I used to follow him. I used to fight him. I used to look for him. You can't stop somebody from doing what they want to do. It doesn't, you can't. I think I need a new, there we go, egg slicer. So, you know, so I learned when not to resist. Like, I'm learning still to not resist. It just drains your energy. And so in life, you don't resist things. You accept and embrace and allow it to go through you. Accept and embrace depression. It has a purpose. Accept and embrace fatigue. It has a purpose. Like, instead of fighting it or fearing it or running from it or blocking it, you just let it go through you. Let it have its way. That's the same with pain. Pain always has a purpose. So that reading was so profound with Peter today, as all my readings are for me. I mean, not all, but a lot are, especially with dead people. So it made me call my husband that I haven't talked to in months. We're friends now. We're still legally married, but we're working through that. I'm a patient person. I take my time. I'm an honorable person. I don't kick people when they're down, and I let spirit release me from things. There's no rush in life. So we talked for an hour and a half. It was very healing and really good. We are friends. I support his well-being and prosperity. And you need people in your life to encourage your faith. You know? To stand with you and believe for things, because life can be, there's dark energies that don't want you to have the things that you want in your life. Like abundance, like security and peace and love and all the things that you desire. So you need people to stand with you and stay strong, because you won't always feel strong. You need to be encouraged. You need to see things and be able to love yourself in a way that sometimes other people, like, we all have blind spots. So there is no judgment. Spirit, there is no judgment. Spirit does for you what you can't do for yourself. Spirit chases you down in your worst state and loves on you. That's divine love and light, and that's the energy that I call source, and that's what I use to do my energy readings and to connect with dead people and to bring my inner child healing. You know, that's the source of love in my life, the source of well-being, the source of money. That's what has final authority in my life. All right, so now I think, is there anything else I want to talk about? I know these are just, 20-minute, whatever long I can do with the video. So I don't know if I can say it all. But I'm going to be recording here about my energy readings and maybe about my trauma, healing, my healing journey, and how dead people and my readings facilitate healing in my life and in the person I'm reading. So it's a beautiful life. We're here for a reason. There's a recompense that happens in spirit. Like when I was in church and I was religious, which I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. There's a big difference. Jesus did not like religion. To me, the Bible is a spiritual book, and there's lots of other Bible books besides the Bible, but and Jesus was an example of what we can be, what we can have, the type of authority and the type of relationship with our higher power, and the kind of energy shifts, I call them, but they're miracles, energy shifts. So nothing is impossible. Nothing is unbelievable. Nothing, there's nothing that can't be healed. Nothing is impossible. So I'm really excited to still be here and to be walking with spirit. I wish though, I get really overstimulated. Lights really bother my eyes and noise bothers me. I think I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So I don't know, but I have a lot of living to do. But I get over, my eyes burn and energy knocks me out. And I get sore right through here. That's my thyroid and these glands. Ugh. But I'm still valuable. I'm still here. I still have purpose, and I'm going to be here for a while. So I just wanted to put this down as my first video. I close my eyes a lot. It helps me to focus on what I'm saying. That's my first recording about my first reading with Peter, the his death and his addiction and his, he OD'd. I'm so grateful for him. I honor him. I'm so thankful that he came to me. I know I was chosen. It's specific. And his girlfriend, I just want the best for them. I want healing for her. And he showed me that his relationship with his girlfriend in his addiction, that now, like that whole relationship was like, because I had a vision. I have visions a lot. Well, that's what most of my readings are, visions. They have a message, individual for the specific person at this specific time. And so he showed me a horse in a horse race with a jockey and the person walking the horse by the bridle or whatever that's called, this like leash thing, the halter or whatever, bridle, whatever it's called, and walking it to the gate for the horse race to start. And I get these downloads, so I don't always know how to put it to words. It's just a download that I get in my readings. But that was also equivalent to like being walked down the aisle by the father of the bride. And so the addict, his purpose in the relationship, and now that the relationship is over, was like the father walking her down the aisle, and like the horse person walking the horse to the gate of the race. So it's like that relationship with the addict in your life is going to bring such a healing about that. It is going to walk you down the aisle to a new life, and walk you into the gate of a new race, of your purpose, it's a specific, nothing happens by accident in the world. Spirit and source is completely specific and perfect, and there is an order in your life, and everything happens on time and on purpose and perfectly. So if there's any addicts that have been in relationship with you, that this relates to you, this first reading that I'm going to talk about, that I've been talking about, there is healing, and it's going to bring you into a new life. So I don't know. That's the best I can do to communicate this in this short period of time about that. But I wanted to document these readings in my life. So this is number 1. I'm strong. My throat gets sore, but I'm healing my throat chakra. Strong, healthy. I'm the authority in my life. This is my house, and I speak life and health and vitality to myself. That I'm getting stronger, that I'm getting better, that I'm healing, that I'm expanding, that I'm untouchable, that I'm unstoppable. And it is very important for me to speak my affirmations and to focus on what I want, not what I don't want. I am healthy, and I am strong, and I am capable. So I love you guys. Thank you for being on my channel. Like and subscribe and share me. And until next time, there'll probably be more readings. I won't come on here for every reading. Only the ones that I feel are significant to me. So this was significant to me because of the addiction with my husband and because of the relationship that I have. And it really encouraged me that this relationship is not over. It's going to heal, and it's going to bring me into a new life. There's a place in your soul that only an addict can touch. But the addict has a lot of shame and guilt. So there'll be darkness there. But then as you heal that, it's going to bring you into a whole new ability for a new relationship that can be a really deep, intimate relationship. So healing, healing, healing. Get that deep, intimate relationship. Get that vulnerability flowing. Get that openness flowing. Get that faith flowing. Thank you. Terry Spencer here. Checking out. Adios.